One of the best things you can do to improve your Irish, and it's something that doesn't take too long, is to learn off the irregular verbs. Here's why. Firstly, you have a massive advantage as Gaeilge because there's only 11 irregular verbs. Compare that to English, French, Spanish, German, which have on average about 250 in each one. On top of that, I'm presuming you already know the verb to be in its different conjugations. The verb bear doesn't come up too often, so especially if you're more of a beginner, don't worry about that for now. And then it is only irregular in the future, it just changes to easy. That's all it is.
That's all it is.
So you take away those three and you're left with about 8, but they're 8 really crucial ones because they're the verbs we're using all the time. To go, to come, to get, to see, they're really crucial verbs to how we're going to speak in any language. So what should you be learning in each one? Well, obviously past, present and future conjugation, as well as the verbal noun. The verbal noun is essentially whatever you'd use for the infinitive and the continuous. For the case of go, it would be dull. Egg dull for going, or just dull for to go. In the case of get, it would be fall. So egg fall for getting, or all to get. As well as this, there's one or other two irregularities, funny that, isn't it, that happen to be in the irregular verbs. So for example, the past negative of some verbs will change and won't really resemble what they look like in past positive. The big three that massively change outside of the verb to be, which I'm presuming you know, are honig to niaka, so niaka me, I didn't see, rinne to niarna, so niarna me, I didn't do, and equally hui to niyaki, so niyaki me, I didn't go. Also, out of the 11 irregular verbs, they're split in half really, 6 and 5, into a group that'll take near, air and gur in the past, so like regular verbs in other words, and ones that because they're irregular still take the ni, the on and the go. That's why I thought that he went, ceap me gunyaki she. You won't get far in a conversation without having to use one of, and actually several of the irregular verbs. So if you can learn them off, you make life much easier for yourself. Use pen and paper. There's probably not that many that you don't already know, and trust me, it'll massively help your level as Gaeilge. Lahai wadnis moradi jerka sila show big iglanage. Learn Irish online.